I promised to talk a bit more about Yerba Mate, so let me do that real quick. Mate is from South America. It's like a big shrub or a tree. They take the leaves and the smaller branches, smoke them, chop them up, and then you steep them like you would tea or coffee, and you drink them. Now, this has been used for thousands and thousands of years in South America. There are claims that it has a lot of antioxidants and other nutrients, that it staved off famine for civilizations. I don't know if I believe all those things, but I do like it. So one thing about Yerba Mate is the caffeine for me is a little different than the caffeine in coffee. It doesn't upset my stomach, it doesn't give me the jitters, and it doesn't cause my hypoglycemia to come back, which coffee caffeine does. So there's several ways you can drink mate. You can drink it with a tea bag, and you can buy those in a tea bag. You can drink it like in a tea ball or a strainer. You can just do it like you would normal loose leaf tea. You can actually use it in a coffee pot like that, or you can drink it the traditional way, which is with a gourd and a filter straw called I think it's a bombilla. I'll put it down in the bottom. Mate itself comes in several forms. It comes in smoked form, unsmoked form, and then there's a couple different kinds where you have more leaf or you'll have the twigs. You know, it's kind of personal flavor preference. Some are a little stronger than others. Some people worry about the carcinogenic effects of having smoke used in the drying process. So let me show you. Here's two different kinds of teas, and you can kind of see a different look here. So these are both unsmoked mate. This one includes the twigs, and this one does not. It's just more leaf than it is anything else. Now this is the traditional way to drink the mate. I fill the gourd about, a little over halfway full. Then I shake it to get the small filings down to the bottom, or the top, I guess. Then I let it settle at an angle. I add a few drops of water down the middle, and I seat my straw right where I dropped that water, all the way down to the bottom. You take water and you bring it almost to boil, not quite a boil. If you boil the water, it ends up making a bitter mate. It's a little too hot. Fill a thermos, because you will pour hot water over this gourd several times, so it's easier to have some hot water on hand. Pour the hot water in gently. Let it settle for a second. And then I'll let this steep for a few minutes before drinking. And I will refill it with this water probably for maybe 5 times tops. Now the traditional way to drink this is, think of the gauchos in Argentina sitting around a campfire. They would pass this around and everybody would take a sip, and then somebody would refill it and so forth. So this is actually, and there's a lot of tradition around methods of drinking it and methods of making it. Sort of like the Japanese tea ritual. This is kind of a more of a group drink when you go to South America. Now as far as places to get mate, most of my natural food stores here in town, for me, carry it. Whole Foods, I know, carries it. Even my regular grocery store is now carrying it. The prices, though, are a little steep. You can maybe find some more low-cost brands at a Mexican market. I've tried to ship some in. The cost of shipping is a little prohibitive unless you know exactly what you want and you want to buy a lot of bulk, because most of this stuff is shipped from South America. If you can't drink caffeine or you want to try something different, give mate a try.